traders. I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor, you bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While I'm my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrants show papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing tapers. And the call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably think it we talk about, we should've called the troops. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the spark, bang, let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. They told me, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. They chill, let's get at a dollar bill. They told me, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. Militant. Back in the booth.
It's safer. Plan on finding love a little later. This came too soon. I'm not too sure what to make of you. And all of these butterflies suddenly always on my mind.
Almost ready to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Corbin Burnes.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Elly De La Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Well, Boog, we got Burnes working on the mound in this one, and he's a guy that rose through the minors rather quickly. Drafted back.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit, and that's off the second base bag.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Line drive, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Mike Trout at the plate now. That's ball one. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone onto the grass hill for a homer. A two-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. Now at the plate, Jimmy Rollins. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball out into left center field. They got it for out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Burnes, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. That's a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Hank off of first with 2 away. In the dirt, blocked. In the dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's William Contreras. This one in the dirt. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. In the air, right side, Donovan. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in St. Louis, and the batter now, Preston Wilson. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That to right. And that's a fair ball. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Takes it to the bag. That's 1. Now over to Clark. Double play. Ozzie Smith the next to hit.
Very composed play from the shortstop position right there. I mean, that was a perfect decision. Go ahead, take it yourself, get to second, and then fire to first. Make sure you get those 2 outs.
Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Waste no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example.
There goes Ozzie. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Trout makes the play, and the inning is over. Top of the second, and now Tommy Edman. Burns back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And that should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. In the air, left field. Edmonds settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Willie Mays digging in now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit, Jorge Posada. And now he steps off the rubber. That one hammered center field back there. Going, gone. All muscle to center field. It's 6-0. So 1 out, nobody on. So up now for Kansas City, Mike Trout. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. It's 7-0. New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Chris Roycroft.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously.
That one is absolutely belted. On the warning track, and hauls it in. And next up for the Royals, Hank Aaron. Pulls that one foul. That's to third. A dive, he's got it. No play, that's an infield single. So 2 down at the plate. Tony Clark. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Hank off of first with 2 away. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Just missed. That's out to center field. Wilson sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that is that. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second, bottom of the second. Leading off, Josh Naylor. Late swing, foul to the left.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out. Ketel Marte up to the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One out, base is empty.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Kicks and fires. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hank ranging back. And boom goes the dynamite. And they're on the board. It's 7-1. One out, base is empty. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. He swings and fouls one off. Buchholz throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infield.
Rollins over to second, throw to first, safe.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
That one pushed to the left and foul. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Montgomery leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Pop up here, third base side. De La Cruz under it, and that ends the inning. top half of the third inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Donovan under it, and there's one away. So the Royals batting order turns over. Elly De La Cruz now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball is outside.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 20.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 8-1. Out to short. Throws to first in time. Mays retired at first. 2 down, bases empty. Jorge Posada steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. Swung on, belted. Raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the center fielder, Preston Wilson. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Cardinals definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And now the right fielder, Brendan Donovan. In the air, center field. Mays on his horse. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that is that. The battle for Missouri rolls on. On to the 4th. Here's Mike Trout. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up.
Marte sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Hank Aaron steps in for the Royals. Hard hit left side. Toss to Naylor. That's it out. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Tony Clark.
A walk, and he's also singled.
First pitch, and he just misses. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Edman sprinting after it. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores. Contreras lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2. And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Edman up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Nabs it, and that is that. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
That one just misses, and the count is 1-2. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Ketel Marte. Edman throws to first. They get the out on Marte. 3 up, 3 down. The battle for Missouri rolls on. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Elly De La Cruz. Roycroft back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard.
A new pitcher in the game, number 49.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Posada stands in now, looks at that one inside. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That one missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Trout, the next to hit, takes outside. De La Cruz, the lead runner out at second. Posada at first, 1 gone.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Rollins in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Hit in the air, center field. Wilson makes the grab. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 10-1. Hank Aaron steps in for the Royals. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
2 balls, 2 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Smith over to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Bottom of the inning, here's Nolan Gorman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Cards, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Contreras makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Colson Montgomery next up for the Cardinals. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Manny Machado.
And what a great guy to be able to turn to off the bench, huh?
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mays has it sized up. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back there. Boom goes the dynamite. An absolute smash to left. It's 10-2. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Preston Wilson. This one popped up. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Top of the 6th inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Tony Clark. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reaching for it, makes the catch. William Contreras steps in for the Royals. In the air, out towards right center. Donovan makes the grab. Out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. High fly ball out to center field. Wilson. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. This ball's chopped on the ground. Rollins. 1 up, 1 down. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jim Edmonds next up for the Cardinals. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mays has it sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, top of inning number 7. Now the third baseman, Elly De La Cruz. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His 3rd hit for extra bases. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Wilson makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's Jorge Posada now with a man in scoring position. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
1-1 now. In the dirt. 1 out and a runner at second. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Sem Roberts.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
In the dirt.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. In the dirt, blocked. Up and in, ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering is fouled back. Posada at second with 2 down. On the ground, right side. Naylor takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. Back here in St. Louis, and now it's Josh Naylor. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And boom goes the dynamite. He leaves the yard to right. It's 11-3. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. Around first and hustling for second.
Two hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball travel.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 11-5. Here's Machado. Popped up. Squeezes it, and there's one down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. He's already homered in this game. Hot shot to third. Throw to first in time. Two down, bases empty. Preston Wilson getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Swings and misses. 0-1.
1 strike.
2 outs, bases empty. High fly ball, right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Wilson hauls it in, and there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 12-5. Base is empty, one away. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Tommy Edman steps in for the Royals. 1 for 4 with a double. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. In the dirt, now 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
He's got it. And that is out number 3.
Right now, right down, write your feelings out. I'm on a song loud, put my words in style. Find out why my people are crying out. Reach out with hip-hop, skateboarding, and grab bounce. If you want to just bounce and move. If you want to just move and move. So all the people.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Buchholz back to work. Swing and a foul, out of play. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Trout makes the grab, one down. Ozzie Smith next up for the Cardinals. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Out to short, Rollins. Throws across the diamond, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Jim Edmonds next up for the Cardinals. And it gets by him.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Zips it to first. That ends the frame. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the third baseman, Elly De La Cruz.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And he grounds one to the right side. Marte throws to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. So up next, Willie Mays. Swinging a foul straight back. Center field. Wilson in position. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Posada will hit next. And that's down and away. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Donovan pulls it down, and that is back here in St. Louis. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And next is the designated hitter, Nolan Gorman. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And now it's even 1-1. And that's a little high. The Royals up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9.
Okay.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. 1 out left for the Cardinals. And up next for St. Louis, Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. And that's down. A base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And he grounds one back up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game.